Have you ever reached into your camera bag at the beginning of a wedding day or a photo shoot, pull out a memory card, popped it in your camera, ready to fill it with beautiful photographs, only to realize that the card is actually already full? And what's worse, you don't know if those photographs have already been backed up yet, so you're not sure if you're in the clear to go ahead and reformat the card and start shooting over it. Well, fear not, because today we're talking all about memory card organization. This is Bite-Sized Business, where we're helping entrepreneurs become the hero of their own creative small business. I'm your host, Abby Grace. I'm an international photographer who also loves educating for other creatives. So here on Bite-Sized Business, we do a lot of strategy for creative small business owners, as well as tips and tricks for growing photographers. So if that sounds like your brand of strawberry jam, make sure you guys hit subscribe. Okay, so memory card organization. First thing I have to say is that if you don't already have some kind of sleeve in which to keep your memory cards, you're going to want to get one. My go-to is the Pixel Pocket Rocket. 95% sure that that's what it's called. Yep, Pixel Pocket Rocket right here. This is what I've been using for the last 6 years. It holds up to 10 memory cards in one of these. So we have one for both me and my second shooter. Thing that I love is it's also got a little tether right here. And so I loop this onto my Kelly Moore bag to make sure, which is my lens changer bag, to make sure that I never lose this throughout the day. There is no chance that this can fall off my person, which means my memory cards are safe and secure. And because I'm sure this question is going to get asked, the cards that I'm using are for my CF card, which is a compact flash memory card. I've got the SanDisk 16 gig Extreme Pro. And because my 5D Mark III has a dual card slot, that means I can fit another memory card to write a backup to while I'm writing my raw files to the CF card. So my backup high-resolution JPEG files are being written to a Lexar Professional 64 gig SD card. Okay, so on a wedding day, when you're in the middle of the ceremony and you realize that your cards just filled up, for me at least, I need to have a system that very easily allows me to realize when I open up my Pixel Pocket Rocket which cards are free and which cards have already been shot on. So we do things the same way at every single wedding. I love systems, and my CF memory card organization system is no different. When it comes to choosing my memory cards, I go in a very specific order. I do it just the same way that you would read a book. I go left to right and then top to bottom. That way I'm not shotgunning it all over the place, and I know what order I'm in and where my next free memory card is going to come from. I also have a code for how I put my memory cards in here to know if it's full or if it's been backed up but not a duplicate backup, or if it's completely free. So for me, memory cards, when they're facing outward and down, put in sideways to the right, this means that they are free, completely available. There's nothing on that card. It means it's been formatted and it's ready to use. So right now you guys can tell I have a Pixel Pocket Rocket full of ready to use memory cards, which is perfect because I have an engagement session this afternoon. So once I've finished shooting a memory card and it's full, I will go ahead and put it back into the Pixel Pocket Rocket, upside down and backwards. This looks very different than this does, and so I know at first glance this is full and not able to be used, so I need to go ahead and proceed with the next available card, again going left to right and top to bottom. So when I get home and I back up my memory cards, I want to be able to keep track of, how many have I done, especially if I'm getting home from a wedding and backing up 5 cards. So what I do is, let's assume I've gotten home from a wedding and I photographed on 5 CF cards. I'm just turning these around real quick. I photographed on 5 CF cards. So when I look at my Pocket Rocket, it'll look like this. The ones that are turned around, upside down, and backwards, these ones are the ones that are full. So when I start backing them up on my card reader, to back them up on my hard drive, what I will do to show myself after it's been backed up is I'll put the memory card back in simply upside down. So if I were 2 cards backed up and I still had 3 more to go, this is then what my memory card holder would look like. So at the end, once I've finished backing up all of the cards from the wedding, I shouldn't have any more facing upside down and backwards. Now they'll be facing towards me and just upside down. Because what this says to me is that these have been backed up once, but they haven't been backed up a second time. So my bare minimum for backing up raw files from a wedding, from an anniversary session, from any kind of professional work, is that I need at least 2 raw copies on external hard drives, on 2 separate external hard drives. So simply being upside down means that it's been backed up on one hard drive, but has yet to be backed up on a second hard drive. Once my cards are backed up on the second external hard drive, then I'm free to go ahead and clear my cards. So once I've popped them into my camera and reformatted the cards, then they're going to come back into the Pixel Pocket Rocket and going in facing towards me to the right to show that they are once again available. The reason I put them in to the right is just because it leaves a little lip of the card right here, which makes it faster to grab if I'm in a pinch. And that's all there is to it. I know that was a super short episode of Bite Size Business, but I hope you guys found that helpful and informative. If you did, definitely make sure you hit like and then subscribe because there's so much more goodness where this came from. We'll catch you guys next time on Bite Size Business.